YouTube, what is going on? Crowder here, and I am bringing you a brand new video. Today's video is gonna be the Krig 6. We're doing a little bit of in-depth weapon stats with the Krig 6 at the end and the weapon testing. And on top of that, you guys all wanted me to try this gun, so I gave it a try, and I actually liked it a lot. So this is not my favorite gun in the meta. I don't think it's one of the best guns, but this is a very, very good gun if you have trouble controlling recoil. The recoil pattern on this gun reminds me a lot of the Kilo. Very easy to use, and at range, it actually kills a little bit faster than the Kilo, so you might like this gun a lot if you have troubles with the AMAX and the DMR and other weapons with the recoil. This might be the one for you. Not my favorite, but I liked it a lot. I had a pretty good gameplay with it. So yeah, if you're watching this video right now, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and comment down below on what gun you guys want to see next. I know I've seen a lot of the AUG and a few other weapons. I would love to hear what you guys think of this Krig 6 loadout, what you guys think of this video, of course, and what you want to see me do next and give you guys the best loadouts on YouTube so you can have the most fun with the guns that you are using. So please drop a comment right now. Let me know what you guys think of the video and let me know what you guys want to see next. But yeah, Krig 6 gameplay. Got a little 29 piece here. Got a lot of Krig kills, a lot of Mac 10 kills. Overall, a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoy this gameplay. At the end of the video, you guys know what we're going to do. We're going to go in depth. I'm going to show you the recoil patterns, a little bit of coaching on the side as well. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, like, comment, subscribe right now. I will see you all at the end of the video for the in-depth weapon stats and a little bit more. Enjoy this gameplay. It's a good one. I love you guys. See you at the end.
Soldier incoming.
GG.
Still active. Continue the mission.
Are you coming for your stuff or what, brother? Oh. Later.
Back at
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply. UAV entering the AO.
Oh, I'm dead. Oh my god, I'm alive. I was not expecting that guy to peek it. Nice play.
UAV entering the AO. Just inbound. Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for
requesting
resupply.
recon.
UAV entering the AO. Enemy UAV overhead. Only 10 left. Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
Woo! The Krieg, baby, the Krieg. Oh, oh shit. Found him. Got him. The Krieg is shredding.
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
Die, dude. Up top in there. Looking for 3 others though.
Gas
The
is
one's
closing
over
in.
there.
Relocating the safe zone.
The
Be
one,
advised, UAV is
2.
bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
Question is where is number 3? I have high alert, which helps. Oh, no chance, no chance, no chance. Yes,
No sweat.
found number 3. So this last sniper is routing it there, or he's sitting there.
Here.
Inbound. Marking new safe
There he
zone.
is.
Time's almost up. Finish the mission.
Let's go, chat. A little 29 piece for a dub. G freaking G's. Not a bad Krieg game. Not a bad Krieg game at all. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Here is that loadout that you guys all asked for in my streams and my comments and all of that. We have the Agency Suppressor, the 19.7 Ranger, the Vision 2X, the Bruiser Grip, and the Stan 60 round mag. This is probably the best class that you can get for it. In my opinion, we're going to go through some of the attachments. I use the Ranger barrel because it gives you the best bullet velocity. I am pretty sure that this is the only barrel you can really use on this gun to make it valuable in my opinion. So use the Ranger barrel for bullet velocity, that it actually does what it says for once. Then you have the Bruiser Grip for the recoil. I know this sounds weird, but we'll show you in the weapon testing for all the people that are new and don't know about the Bruiser Grip. I'll show you what I'm talking about soon. And then, of course, the 2X. The visual recoil feels really good with the 2X. And then the reason why we're using the 60 round mag over the fast mag is just for the ADS speed. It's not as slow. You can use the fast mag if you like. I personally like aiming in a little bit faster because I play aggressive. But overall, this is your loadout right here. Give this one a try. Comment below on what you guys think about it. And if you use something a little bit different, I would love to hear the actual loadout and why. So drop it in the comments below. If you think that my class is not as good as yours, I would love to see why. And also, I try to respond to all my YouTube comments, so please interact with this video, and I will always try and answer you guys and give the feedback that I can. So let's get into this weapon testing right now. I'm going to show you some stats to the gun. I'm going to show you some recoil patterns and explain a little bit about this weapon. Okay, so here we are, guys. We are actually on TrueGameData.com. This is going to be in the description below, and this gives you a lot of information on the website of how you can, you know, find time to kills and distance to kill and all that kind of stuff. This is a great website to find out the statistics on weapons, bullet velocity stats, and some other things. And then on top of that, time to kill is not everything, and stats are not everything. So sometimes guns have different recoil patterns, different styles of play due to the ADS and the movement speeds. And that's why I'm here to provide you stats, but on top of that, to give you some side coaching as well at the end of every video, show you how to control the recoil, explain a little bit on how to play with the weapon, and go from there. But really quick, right here, you can see the Krig 6. I compare this to the Kilo a lot. And the reason why is because this gun is not the strongest weapon, but it has a really easy recoil pattern. And on top of that, it has a pretty good time to kill. And this is the comparison right here. These are both base weapon stats. You have the time to kill here. Initially, the Kilo is actually lower, and lower is going to be good because the faster time to kill is better. So the Kilo starts off better, but as the range goes on, distance to the target, it gets a lot better as the Krig 6 actually stays less of a time to kill, which makes the gun better. This is a really, really underrated weapon in Warzone, in my opinion, due to the sole fact of the time to kill is actually pretty good, and the bullets are actually pretty easy to control with the recoil pattern. It's not my favorite weapon. I don't like it more than the aim. I'm never going to lie to you in these videos, but it is something that you can do very well with. And especially if you're a player that's not super aggressive, you're not challenging gunfights across the map, this actually might be the gun for you. So I'm going to show you a little bit on how to use this weapon now and some attachments and all of that, and then we're going to go from there. So hopefully you enjoyed this so far. Let's get into the fun stuff and the coaching and all that, and I'm going to show you how to be the best player you can be with the Krig 6. Okay, so here we are, guys. We have our Krig 6 with the bruiser, grip, and all of that, and this is the loadout I was showing you guys earlier. So I'm going to show you a little bit about the recoil control and how this gun works. And then I'm going to show you the reason why the bruiser grip is good. And then I'm going to show you a little bit of tips and tricks of how to use the Krig, in my opinion, and the best way you can be the best at it. So we're going to go like 25 meters away right here. We are going to now remove the ping. Wait, this is 24, 25. There you go. Sorry. Now we're going to remove the ping. All right, so we're 25 meters away from the wall. I screwed up. I was not fully reloaded. And here we are. I'm going to shoot the gun at the ground and let it recoil up. This is with no control at all. You can see how little recoil this gun actually has. So look at this bullet spread, guys. And the reason why I say it has little recoil, even though it went vertically up, the bullet spread is very, very tight. It goes a little up to the left, slightly to the right, and then basically straight up right after that. This is the easiest gun of all time, in my opinion, to control. So when you're shooting this weapon from 25 meters away, let's back up really quick. The way it should look like is you want to be touching down on the stick. Literally, if it was going up just like that, just very, very slow. And what I mean by that is barely touching the right stick. Learn the recoil pattern that I always tell you guys to learn and practice this. If you can come into a private match and make the recoil pattern look like this, so it goes slightly up to the left, slightly to the right, and then straight up, it's going to look like this. Slightly down to the right, slightly down to the left, and then straight down. As you can see, this recoil pattern is very, very easy. And instead of it going all the way up to right there, you can keep it spread down there like that. That's a really accurate recoil pattern, and you can get even better than that if you really, really practice it. So this gun is actually really good for controlling that recoil, making it really easy to shoot, and especially from long range, it is very, very good from long range in the sense of like if they're behind rocks or they're on that head glitch or they're in a window, you can actually be very accurate with this weapon. I'm going to show you what the recoil pattern looks like with the Krig and not the bruiser grip here soon, but I want to show you one last thing, guys. This bullet velocity on this gun is actually pretty good. So if we aim all the way out, which is about 400-ish meters, 380 meters right here, you're going to mount up. You're going to shoot all the way, or 337. Sorry, I can't read. You're going to mount up and shoot all the way there. Look at the bullet drop on this gun. Ready? There's barely any bullet drop. So right here, this gun is basically instant. And with this gun being basically instant, you can see even if you go a little bit farther and shoot all the way out here. Ready? Right here, the bullet drop is basically instant. What I mean by that is there's not a lot of bullet drop. And if there's not a lot of bullet drop, the bullets traveling out of the gun while you're controlling this really easy recoil pattern are going to hit, and they're going to hit hard if you connect a lot of them. So this is a good gun to use, of course. And now I'm going to show you a little bit about the recoil without the bruiser grip, and then I'm going to show you some tips and tricks on how to use this weapon. Okay, so we're now back at our weapon testing wall, and we are at the dam. This is with the field agent grip, so we're going to get 25 meters away. We're going to shoot at the floor again. We're going to watch this recoil. I'm actually going to get closer to that recoil pattern. So right here, we're going to shoot. We're going to remove the ping. And right here, oh, we are getting shot at. Oh boy, hold up. Did I like hide from this? Okay. Anyway, that we were rudely interrupted by a helicopter and plunder. This is making my job a lot harder. We're going to go 25 meters away here. We're going to back up. We're going to remove the ping. And we're going to shoot at the floor right next to it. It's going to look a little bit like this. Of course, I'm getting shot at. I'm going to hold the weapon testing recoil. Oh, my God. And you can see that the field agent grip recoils a little bit more than the bruiser grip. Right there. You can see that it's a little bit higher. And that's why it's weird that the bruiser grip says melee only. But it actually does not do only melee. The bruiser grip is better for recoil, especially vertical one, and that is the most important in my opinion. So I'm sorry that this thing is loud as shit and it's ruining my YouTube video, but I'm going to give you some weapon tips and tricks as well in a different plunder game because this is obviously being very annoying. We are out of here. Be right back. Jesus. All right, guys. So now that it's quiet again and we're, you know, back into the plunder world of testing the weapons and giving you some coaching tips, we are here. And we are currently using the Krig still. And you guys can really see, though, on a serious note, that the bruiser grip is definitely a little bit better for recoil. But the thing that I'm going to explain to you guys with the Krig is how to move around with it a little bit and where you really want to be. Like, what's the sweet spot for the Krig that will give you the most advantageous gunfights for yourself to win them, and honestly give you a little bit easier of gunfights for you to get more kills and, you know, get a little bit better at the game. If you're still watching this video, I really do appreciate it. Guys, I really want you guys to comment below if you like these coaching tips, and I'm going to keep trying to give you a tip or two every single video that I can. So basically, when you're watching my YouTube videos, on top of, you know, some CDL talk and podcasts and, you know, loadout weapons, I'm trying to help you guys be the best Call of Duty players that you can be. And that's kind of why I'm going to try and form this YouTube channel around also informational content, funny content, IQ gameplays, but I also want to help you guys get better as well and, you know, grow with me as a player. So let's land in here and see how it goes. All right, here we are, guys. We are now to our destination of the weapon testing area, and I'm just going to explain a little bit about the Krig. So, guys, the Krig 6. I know I said it's not my favorite gun. It's not the best gun, but it's very, very usable. And the way it's going to be usable for you guys is depending on your play style. So, everything in Warzone to me is how you play. If you're playing to win, or you're playing to get 40 kill games, or you're playing to get 30 kill games, or if you're playing, you know, just to get your, you know, 5 kill, 0 to 5 kill ranges, but you want to get some easier gunfights. When you're using the Krig, you're going to want to play smart. And I always say that with every single weapon, but this gun is not something where if you're caught out in the field and you run into a sweaty team and they have AMAXs right around like 40 meters out, you're probably going to die in a fair one-on-one gunfight. But if you're with using the Krig and you have cover and you can use this cover to make yourself harder to hit, and then you can be accurate catching people in fields, you're going to get a lot of very routine kills. But not just that, the Krig is something that you want to make sure you keep your gunfight ranges within like 60 meters. If you can keep it around like 60 to 70 meters and then you have like this range. Now, unless you're playing someone that's really, really good with the AMAX, you have advantage from this range because the AMAX has a little bit more recoil and the Krig does not. And even though the AMAX hits harder, it's all about obviously getting the bullets to actually hit. And if your shot looks like this with an AMAX, you know, because it's a little bit too much recoil for you to control, the Krig will actually help you. Here is where you can easily control this recoil, like slightly up to the left, slightly down. You can see how I'm just keeping it around that windowsill. I'm not even really trying that hard, and it's that easy. So you have to learn this recoil pattern and go from there, and then keep your fights within like that 50 to 70 meter range. That's where the Krig really prevails. It's a little bit better than the Kilo. I showed you on some of those stats, and on top of that, you're in a good spot. So if you're trying to play for a win, and that's all you're doing, and that's kind of what I'm going to try and revolve some of my content around is, you know, how to drop 30s and 40s, you know, do the advanced tips here and there, but also for you guys that just want to get on and get a win here and there and get some more wins than your friends, I'm going to show you how to do some of that. So if you're playing with the Krig, and on top of that, you know, your slide cancels, the slide X and all that, you should refer to some other videos if we're talking about that and you want to learn mechanics. But if you're using your Krig and you're doing the slide X and you have the movement, you're not really going to get too flashy with this weapon in your hand. You're not going to be, you know, jumping and turning and spinning and doing all that. You're just going to have to play smart and keep those fights in ranges of where you can actually fight from. So if the circle is ending like damn in military, which is very possible, you know, very likely, those circles happen a lot. What you want to do is post up and get your positioning, but you don't want to post up all the way at like the edge of the circles, like say if it was here, and majority of the fights are going to be from like this ping all the way to like over here. You don't want to lead yourself into too long of a fight here, because then you're always going to be at a disadvantage if you're not sniping and you can't outgun snipers from a long range. You always really want to analyze the circle. So for example, if the circle was like right around here and this was the circle, you have houses right here and you have houses right here. You obviously want to try and pick the ones that's more center, just because you don't want to have to be forced to rotate. But when you do all of that, you want to make sure that you get houses that are going to be leading you into better spots to fight. So if I were to run to the houses that I just marked, So really quick, for example, if you were to sit in this house, a lot of your fights would end up being pretty advantageous for you, because if you sit in this house and you play a little bit slower and you get good positioning, you have these logs. Any fight that comes from over here is around, you know, around like that 60-meter mark, and they're in an open field. You have a lot of cover and you're good. If you sit in houses where a lot of the fights that you're probably going to see people are even farther out, so say if you picked like these houses and, you know, you have fights up close to you, that's pretty good. But these houses are a little bit lower, so they're going to be a little bit higher. Like, you know, they're going to have some high ground, so potentially they might have a better angle. In this case, I don't really think they do. So if you're in this house and you have over here, they're high ground on you, but not by much, but you're still in a really good range to, you know, have that like 114, 58 meters. Let's see what this tree is looking like. 70 meters here. You keep those ranges in your like area of, you know, where you can actually get the kills and actually do some damage with this weapon. So I think my biggest tip for people that are using the Krig 6 is it has really good recoil, very easy to control. But if you were fighting from really, really long range, it's not going to be the most powerful weapon. And on top of that, like if they're sniping, it's kind of out of your range unless you're a really skilled player to, you know, fight that. You want to try and always position yourself on the map where you can rotate and either have hills that, you know, kind of like pop up and shoot and then back down, or trees or some kind of cover, but also keep your majority of fights within the 50 to 70 range meter slot. The last way I guess I can kind of interpret that is just try and always analyze the map, you know, zoom in, figure out where some cover is, and then just see exactly like where your majority of fights would probably be. I know that's a lot of thinking when you're playing Warzone, but I promise you, if you can kind of get that down, it will help you a lot. For example, if I rotate to here in a circle, and depending where the circle is, of course, I have some cover, but majority of my fights of what I was saying are either going to be up close if they come from like over here, and, you know, you have your team posted up and they're, you know, you're going over here and you can see like if they're coming from that way. And then on top of that, if they're coming from out here, you have good cover and they're not that far away. So majority of your gunfights are going to be in your position or in your range of easy kills, and also some very accurate stats of the weapons, you know, using that low recoil and like that time to kill. So definitely make sure you're positioning yourself for the Krig a little bit better. This is not a flashy gun. I don't recommend trying to world star people with it and, you know, go crazy, because it's not always going to work. And then, you know, get those routine kills for yourself, man. Always analyze that circle and really try and think of like what's the best spot that you can put yourself into to have more cover, and this on top of that just being a good spot for you to get that end circle and win. So hopefully my tips help you today. If you guys want to learn a little bit more about rotation, maybe I make a video about that too. Drop a comment below, of course. But yeah, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the loadout. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I hope you guys enjoyed the stats and the weapon testing and the recoil control and the tips and tricks. I try to give you as much as I can in every single YouTube video I do, so I hope you enjoy it. And if you guys do, like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I will see you next video or another one, probably a loadout. We don't know what's coming to you guys next, but it's going to be a good one as always. So I appreciate the support on the YouTube channel, guys. We just hit 54,000 subs. You guys are the best. I love all of you guys very much, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.